Okay, guys, let's talk about budgets, how we get to a budget, and this is more for the client who's going to build, renovate, or whatever. So normally you would start off with an architect, designer, depending on the size of the job. So let's just say you're going to build a new house. You would go hire an architect, get architectural drawings done, and if you happen to have a designer that of your choice already, you would have the design drawings working along with the architect. But that's not always the case. So most of the time, a contractor will get given a preliminary set of drawings. So when I say that, there's no structural or anything on it. So it's just a preliminary set. So we're asked to give a proposal, to give a budget what we think it's going to be. So a lot of the times we're going to work off square footage, size of the house. We figure it, what in my case, what I do, I throw it out to my trades that I like. Give me a drywall price, give me a framing price, give me a lumber price, give me a roof price, give me a window price. So at least if I come back with a proposal, it's half decent. It's not going to be what the end result's going to be, but it's definitely going to give you an idea of what the cost is. Then, if you hire the contractor, if you hire me, then I get a full set of architectural drawings along with structural drawings are in here too. Steel beams, everything that we need. So then I would reprice it again. Now, if you're going to introduce an interior designer after the fact, after you've given me the job and after we started, and hand me, as we call the Bible, a whole set of interior design drawings that is showing paneling, millwork, hardwood floors, all the trim, everything, then obviously there's going to be a price change. And usually it's the interior design package that's going to send the budget through the roof. We have a budget sheet that has about 200 items. The way it's set up, it starts from the demo, works its way through, then it's the framing stage, then it works its way through to the interior stage and works its way to the exterior stage. All broken down. So as much information as we can get, we put it on here. And then we track it through the whole job. When you're going to renovate or build, you have to, or if you can, the more information you can give a contractor, the better for yourself and better for the contractor. Less chance of squabbles and less chance of the whole thing of extra all the time. So here, just an example on one of the builds that you've already seen with all the stone front and the brick that came from Spain. I mean, there alone, the brick that came from Spain. We never put that in the budget. So that ended up being, another $20,000, $30,000 more than what we had budgeted for. So just for example, starting off, demolition, we were $400 in the good. So they saved $400. In the excavation, we were $3,500 in the good. So we were good. So far, we're $4,000 we've saved on the budget, first two items. Now, second one, shoring. After we shored, the way the house was after we shored, so shoring is holding back the neighbor's property basically on each side. The inspector came by and said, no. He goes, I want shoring across the back for 20, 30 feet. So we had to do that in order to continue. So that ended up being an extra $8,000. So over the budget. So, and then as we moved on further, we We got, I'm not going to go through each item, but just to give you an example, rebar we were fine with, concrete we were fine with, and then when it came concrete, when I say concrete, that's just pouring the footings. But doing the foundation walls and everything else, we had $89,000 for that. We ended up pouring more. So it ended up being $101,000. So that put us $12,000 over. And then as we were going along, there was all the rest of these other things, we were far less. So sometimes it's a wash. But other times, I don't know, here, as you can see, we can zoom in on this, but see all my little red lines? Those are what is over budget. Everything else in the white is we're in the good. So there's a lot of information here, but if you guys are watching, and if there's any homeowners that are watching, if you got any comments or anything, or want to know something, just put a comment in, and we'll try to answer your question. Because there's a lot to putting a proposal, putting a budget together, and there's many different ways of doing it, and there's many different outcomes. So last thing, the only thing I can really say, the more information you give your contractor, the closer he's going to get to your budget. And look, at the end of the day, if your budget, goes over 10, 15%, in our world, that's pretty much bang on. Should be okay. We have no idea what tile you're going to pick or anything, We'll give an allowance. So if I give an allowance for, $5 a square foot for a tile, and you go pick something that's $10 or $20, well, do the math. Obviously, there's going to be a difference. And if you start going patterns, then, that's going to be more labor. So everything will have an effect on what the cost is. So that's why I say, the more information you can give us, and if you can give us the Bible while we're pricing the job, so much better for everybody. If you want more examples or you want us to get in deeper, just let us know, and then maybe we could pull one up and we can walk right through it.